Today we will discuss about introduction for exercise 6.2 lines and angle. We completed exercise 6.1. We are having 6 questions. We completed all the questions. So before starting exercise 6.2, first we should know some basic concept. So what concepts we will use in exercise 6.2. Observe, first one is what? Lines which are parallel to a given line. Lines which are parallel to a given line. Two lines are parallel, L and M both are parallel lines, and third line M is parallel to these lines. Then what we can say? If M is parallel to L, this line is parallel to this one, and N is parallel to L, and this is parallel to this one. So we can say what? Two lines are parallel. Lines which are parallel to a given line, these two lines are parallel to this one, then parallel to each other. Lines which are parallel to a given line, L is parallel to this one and N is parallel to this one. So automatically what we can say? M is parallel to L, this is parallel to this one, N is parallel to this one, N is parallel to this one. So both will be what? M and N both will be in the parallel. That time this angle will be equal to this one, and this angle is equal to this one, and automatically we can say both angle will be what? Equal. Why? Because they are what? Corresponding angles. What? They are corresponding angles. Observe, two lines we are having, they are parallel. Then third line is also parallel to these lines. Then we can say corresponding angles will be equal. We will understand different types of the angles like corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, and interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Observe first this thing there. We are having two lines, M and N are two lines, and this is what? Transversal. Clear? L is what? Transversal, and this line is intersecting both lines. So what we can say? Corresponding angles are equal. What about the corresponding angles? This point, these two M and L, two intersecting line, and they are making what? Four angles. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Clear? 1 and 3 are what? Vertically opposite angles, and 2 and 3 are is what? Vertically opposite angles. So that point having four angles. Similarly what? This M line and this L line again intersecting that point, and there is also what? Four angles. So that time what we can say? First, corresponding angles. What about the corresponding angles? It means this angle 1 equal to angle 5. This angle will be equal to this one. This angle will be 4 will be equal to this one, and 2 will be equal to this one, and angle 3 will be equal to angle 7. So they are what? Corresponding angles. Clear? So similarly, once we apply there, lines which are parallel to a given line, two lines are parallel to this given line, and one transversal we are having T. That time this is one is corresponding to 2 and one is corresponding to 3. One is corresponding to 2 and one is corresponding to 3. That time we can say 2 will be corresponding to this one. Why? Because once we take both line, then this will be the corresponding to this one. Simple. So this is the first idea about what? Parallel lines having transversal. Then we are getting the corresponding angles, and what will be the corresponding angles? We are having one, this angle will be corresponding to this one, this will be 4 will be corresponding to 8, angle 8, and angle 2 will be corresponding to angle 6 and angle 3 will be corresponding to angle 7. So 4 pairs we are getting for the corresponding once we are having two parallel lines and one transversal is there. Clear? Now next point is what? Alternate interior angles. How we are identify the alternate interior? Interior means in between two parallel lines. This and this, M and N are two parallel lines. What will be the alternate interior angles? Now 4 and 5, 3 and 6, they are what? Interior angles. 3, 4, 5, 6, they are what? Interior angles. But once we talk about the alternate interior, then alternate means this 4 will be equal to 6. 4 will be equal to 6 and angle 3 will be equal to angle 5. Angle 3 equal to angle 5 will be what? Alternate. These are what? Interior angles, and alternate interior angles will be what? This will be equal to this one and this 3 will be equal to angle 5. These are what? Alternate interior angle. Now alternate exterior angles. Now what about the exterior? These are the interior, it means remaining 1 and 2 and 7, 8, 7, angle 7 and angle 8 will be what? Exterior angle. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 7, angle 8 will be what? Exterior angle. But we are discussing about alternate one. So this angle 7 will be equal to angle 1 equal to angle 7, angle 2 equal to angle 8. Angle 1 equal to angle 7 and angle 2 equal to angle 8 will be what? Alternate exterior angles. So what we are discussing? Two things. One is in the alternate, first one is alternate interior angles. These angles alternate, this equal to this one, this equal to this one. And once we talk about exterior, alternate exterior, it means these two and these two, and alternate of these. This its alternate will be this one and its alternate will be this one. So these will be what? Equal. Alternate interior angles and alternate exterior angles will be what? Equal. Now one point is also there, interior angles on the same side of the transversal. We studied these are what? 3, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6 are what? Interior angles. 4 we are having interior angles and 4 we are having what? Exterior angles. Now interior angles on the same side, it means 3 and 6 both interior angles we are having same side. This is the transversal, its one side is this one and other side is this one. So this and this is interior angles on the same side of this transversal. So we can say sum of interior angles on the same side of the transversal, it means angle 4 plus angle 5 equal to 180, and we can say angle 3 plus angle 6 will be what? 180. So interior angles on the same side of the transversal will be what? Sum of both interior angles on the same side of the transversal will be what? 180 degrees. So this and this sum, angle 4 plus angle 5 will be what? 180. Angle 3 plus angle 6 will be what? 180. So we are having 4 points. Once we are having what? Two parallel lines and one transversal there, then we can obtain corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Or what we can say, two parallel lines having one more line and which is parallel of these two one. Then what we will do? If this is parallel to this one and these two lines are parallel to this one, then we can say first will be parallel to this one and this will be also parallel to this one. Then corresponding angles, how we will write? This is corresponding to this one and this will be corresponding to this one. So automatically we can say this will be corresponding to this one. Clear? So first we should know for the two lines, then we can convert there. Easy. No more. This first we should understand these 4 points for two parallel lines and having transversal. Then we can apply these rules there. Clear? Now last point, that is also in our exercise 6.2 having one questions and where we apply. What we know, this is what triangle, and triangle having three angles. PQR is a one triangle and its angles are 1, 2 and 3. These three all angles are, we studied different types of the triangles. One is the equilateral, second one is isosceles, and third one is scalene. Now in which 1, 2, 3 all are different, so this is a scalene triangle, but in which we are having a side of a triangle is produced. This is the triangle and side of this triangle is produced and it is making the angle 4. Then what will be the relation? So we should know sum of angles of a triangle is what? 180 degree. We know well. And once we are having a side of a triangle is produced, then this angle will be equal to sum of both angles. Why? So we can say if a side of a triangle is produced, then the exterior angles equal to, this is what? Exterior angle. Side of a triangle, this is the side of a triangle is produced, then exterior angle, this is what? Exterior. These are what? Interior angles. But for this triangle, exterior angle is this one side is there and we are getting this angle. So this exterior angle will be equal to what? Sum of the two interior opposite angle. For this angle, sum of these two angles, sum of two interior, they are the interior opposite. For this one, interior opposite angles will be what? These two, and sum of both angles will be equal to this one. So we can say angle 4 will be equal to angle 1 plus angle 2. So what we are discussing, this is the basic introductory class for the line and angles. 6.1 exercise we completed, and that exercise is based on what? Vertically opposite angle and linear pair of angles. These two concepts are important for that exercise, but before starting exercise 6.2 we should know some more concept, and these are what? These four concepts and this one. Once we know these things, then we can easily to understand this one and remaining what? Exercise questions. So we should know these things. What? Corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior angles, interior angles on the same side of a transversal, and this triangle properties. Sum of all angles of a triangles we know well, 180 degree, but one side is produced and we are having exterior angle, then this angle will be what? Sum of the interior opposite angle. This will be equal to sum of interior opposite angles. Clear? So we can say what? These all are easy concept. Corresponding angles means this angle will be equal to this one, this will be equal to this one, this angle 2 will be equal to angle 6, and this 3 will be equal to angle 7. Clear? Alternate interior angles, we are having interior angles, and alternate of these, this will be equal to this one and this will be equal to this one. Alternate exterior, these are interior, so exterior will be what? Both one and both one. So alternate one means this angle will be equal to angle 7, angle 2 will be equal to angle 8. And last one is what? Interior angles on the same side of a transverse. Interior angles are these. On the same side of the transversals, we are having this pair, and sum of both will be 180, and sum of both will be what? 180. And this is also important. What? Two lines are parallel, and out of two, if one line is also parallel to third line, then automatically we can say these three lines will be parallel to each other. So I hope you understand these things.